Hello to all, Alex, 14 April 2011 in Tokyo. I'll just make a quick update today about the news on the radioactivity level and well, as I said yesterday, we are not gonna learn much about this particular point from now. Today they have been a brief on Fukushima power plant. They talked more about the reconstruction of the country, which you know, some parts are already destroyed. Well, you know, a lot of people have died, and the area that they have to rebuild is totally destroyed. I go to Fukushima power plant right now. What they said, it was brief and direct. They said they plan to decommission the plant now. Well, not now, but that's what they said. They don't plan to entomb it in the style of Chernobyl. They plan to decommission it, which means they plan to destroy the plant and take everything out from this area. They announced that it will take 10 years, at least. I don't even want to say anything to comment. I just want to give you the news and, you know, but it will take 10 years to decommission this plant. 10 years. You know, I can't find my words, you know, just to repeat this stuff. Well, let's go forward. They also said that around the reactor number 2, water or the air, that was not clear. The radioactivity around the reactor number 2 was rising. Last week, they said that the reactor number 2 was recording 100,000 times higher than the normal radioactive level. They said today that around this plant it is rising. Reactor number 2 is obviously in a really bad shape. We have talked about this earlier. When the reactor number 3 recorded only 10,000 times the normal level of radioactivity, reactor number 2 recorded 100,000 times, so 10 times more. So, you know, it's obvious that the number 2 is in very bad shape now. And so, you know, they are still continuing to take the water out of the trench now to bring the water inside a turbine building, and you know that they are gonna try after to take the water out of the turbine building into another building and into another container, and in a few months into another container, etc., etc. This is non-stop. You know that the theory that Mr. Gunderson explained about feeding and bleeding. We have to throw water on the reactor every day, and this water should go out somewhere. So, you know, they are still facing the same problem as 1 month ago. And it will go forever, for at least 10 years, to decommission the plant. Well, also they said that they need to restore the cooling system. As you can see, you know, a lot of new news. The first time I heard that we have to restore the cooling system, it was, I think, the 13 March 2011, and today, the 14 April 2011, we are talking about the emergency to restore a cooling system 1 month after. And they said, and thank you for their honesty on this one, they said on TV that it will take few months before to restore any cooling system, within 3 and 6 months. They didn't say that within 3 and 6 months they will have restored all the 4 cooling systems. They said that the time it will take to restore cooling system, if they can. It might mean for 1 reactor or for 2 or for all of them. We don't know more than just what I said to you. They are still trying to restore a pseudo cooling system who, I remind you, that he exploded. You know, there's explosion that we've seen. We have been told that it was the cooling system who exploded. Voila. So it will take within 3 or 6 months to restore a cooling system. It will take 10 years to decommission the plant. Radioactivity is still going out, decreasing in which proportion we don't know. It's officially decreasing, but in which proportion nobody knows. I remind you that the radius of 20 kilometers, the red zone, is a radius like that. Half of this radius is the coast of Japan. Half of this radius is the Pacific Ocean. Now, as you've seen, we tend to show on the news only the half radius on the island. We try to, you know, not focus too much on the radius in the sea. So the thing is continuing to spread. Of course, they are working there, trying to improve, but you know, look at the size of the building at Fukushima. Look at the size of a nuclear reactor. We are not talking about a car engine here. We are talking about a nuclear reactor. It is very, very huge. And there is 4, as you know. Well, radiation it's continuing to go in the atmosphere, and they are more than probably continuing to go into the Pacific Ocean. And no doubt that they are trying to work on improving the situation. But what we are seeing now is that you can't not stop radioactive propagation. And this, you can be Japan, the best technology country. You can be USA, the richer country in the world. You can be any country in Europe with all of your advanced technology and everything you want. You can be any country in Asia. You can be the powerful China. You can be the rich South Korea. You can be Taiwan. You can be India. You can be any country you want. You cannot stop the radioactivity when it is spread into the atmosphere. And you know what? You can't, because they can't here in Japan. I told you already, if Japanese cannot stop the radioactivity after 1 month, and they admit that it will take again 6 months minimum, then what will you do in your country when this will happen? Yeah, nothing, because you can't. Radioactivity cannot be stopped. Plutonium lived for 20,000 years. This cannot be stopped. Try to understand this. If it could be stopped, we will have stopped it already. Why can't we? Because we can't. Nobody can't. Radioactivity is unstoppable. That's it. That's it. Okay. So things are improving slowly. It will take months of radiation, free distribution of radiation for the world, for months. I try to stay quiet. Forgive me, sometimes I just can't. I will end this report of news with the last news. 6 workers today were exposed to high-level radiation at Fukushima power plant. They were exposed at more than 100 millisievert. 6 workers today. I really feel bad for them, and for the families, of course. So the total of injured worker so far is raised at 22. 22 workers have been exposed officially to high-level radiation over 100 millisieverts. Now the government or TEPCO, I don't know, they raised the normal limit, the maximum limit for a worker at 200 millisieverts. If it's 200 millisieverts per day, per year, per month, per minute, we don't know. It's just now a worker maximum limit is 250 millisieverts. Yes, the news are not good. I wish I was not I wish it was just a dream. I wish this guy who looked like a ghost in this video was not me. I wish it was not me. But well, unfortunately it is happening here now. So whatever happened, it will take 10 years officially now before to decommission this plant. Well, see you soon. Bye bye.